Gonna be cooking up some gammon today. Now we're gonna be roasting this gammon, and what we're gonna do is get some really nice diamond shapes.
Hello there.
Now, are you sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the return of the sausages, the hostages, and a recommitment to the two-state solution.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
It's
No,
disgusting.
that's enough! Why do you...
They're the Free Wales Army, Lana.
Yeah, that's right, David. Good lad.
Leg hurts.
Yes, it will do, Dav. You've been shot.
My name is Jeff.
I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
Me too, kid.
This is a safe place. It's a place where we can feel free sharing our feelings. Think of my office as a nest in a tree of trust and understanding. We can say anything here.
Anything.
I like turtles.
What is it? Supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies.
Look at him. He runs like a Welshman. Doesn't he? Doesn't he run like a Welshman?
Hello. How are you all doing? You lovely, fine people. Thank you for joining me. This is an open panel. Call-ins are welcome, so let's get that started right away. Boom. In the chat, you will see a link here that'll take you to StreamYard. If you're listening on YouTube, please let me know if you're thinking about coming up. Just give me a quick heads up so I know who you are. Otherwise, I will be putting on banners and things like that. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice and chill. We're going to have a nice relax one. The link is there. In fact, I'm going to go over to YouTube right now and I'm going to pin that link. But I'm not expecting many, if anyone really, to pop up at all today. But if anyone does feel like it, the link is there. Other than that, we're going to have the most relaxed, most chilled one possible. And already we've got someone in there. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Hey, Andy, how are you doing, man?
Oh shit! Hey, am I live? I have no idea what I'm doing here. I just thought I'd click on the link.
The link is there to be clicked. How are we doing today? How's your day going so far, buddy?
All right. I'm kind of excited because there's been a bit of an argument in chat about points because we've got like two streams and me and Crow were like first in the other stream, and now that I'm first on camera, I'm getting points for that, obviously. So yeah, it's a good day so far.
I've noticed that you've been in and out of the the points thingy, and do you know what? I'm going to give you points just for being there, Andrew. You deserve it. Why not? You deserve all the points in all of the world. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a super quick phone call. I'm so sorry. 1 second, guys. I'll be right with you. Just 1 moment. Sorry.
Some more points, please.
More points for me, please. Where am I?
Also suck it, Katie.
Hello.
How are you today, Nigel?
Oh, I can hear me. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
How are we today? I'm a bit late to the party. I wasn't going to come, but I can't sleep. So I thought, yes, hello.
Nice.
So yes, hello. More points for Crowcrag. He said please too. Or Crowcrag, could be she, I don't know. More. MOAR points. More points. That's what we all need. Who's in today? Just to know. Lots of people. Let me say hello. Andrew, good to see you, mate. And Michael.
Yo. And I'm back. I won't let Ab do the intro-y stuff. That's what he goes, How are you doing, Dad? You all right? You were supposed to be on it today. You were supposed to be sleeping because you haven't slept all night.
Anybody that I've missed as well. I'm sleeping. Yeah, I am asleep. Hi, Agent. Yeah. What? Fight me. I was not going to be here, was I?
No, you weren't. You weren't supposed to be here. And honestly, I still recommend that you just go to bed. Not been to sleep.
I still recommend
you've won loads of time. All that other stuff.
Have to stay here now to see what it is that's wanting you to, whether it is that you want me to miss. I can't believe.
Nothing. Got absolutely nothing planned. But you, honestly, with all your meds and everything else, Dad, my best advice is.
I'm a happy guy. No, I'm fine. I'm fine for it. Like, give me like a little while at least. Maybe half an hour. I'll feel different. But until then, rock and roll for medication. Big up. Yeah, medication. Medication. Medication is what you need. Probably wasn't quite. That's how I wrote that song, and then that bloke stole it off me and changed it into something else, didn't he? Stupid bloody sod. It was called originally. It was called Medication. That song.
It was right, but I'm gonna jump back on it, and I know there's no plan, but I am taking control because we've got points to give out. So Andy does get himself some points for being the first one in there. Just why not? Why not? You get 5 points for that, Andy, because you can. Although you were being corrected, the points race starts at 5:30. You get 5 points. But while he was telling you off, he didn't realise that Katie actually snuck in and managed to get herself 10 points for being the first one. Gillian has managed to get herself 5 points for being second. And Crow Crag was third. So Michael missed out today, unfortunately. Although I suspect...
Oh, Michael. Also ran Michael.
Well, you have two streams, and Crow Crag was the first on the other stream at 5:30. So I think Crow Crag should get 10.
Do you think we're just made of points? Do you think we just make them up or something?
Yeah.
Do you think that we've got
Goodness
not
me.
how it works around here, Andy?
My word. We have to carry a big bag of points.
You know what? Minus 5 points from Andy.
I think Katie should be taxed. There should be a due stream tax.
I saw your face drop then.
It's a good job you clicked the link, Andy, actually, because I've got a plan after this stream that involves you. We're going to be doing some prep work. I believe that you have some awesome streamage coming up, and you may have a lovely, young, incredibly good-looking guest star.
I wouldn't describe specs as that, but yeah, I've got generally a few. Yeah, we've got
mind. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to actually berate you about this on air and demand to know, JOG, what your favorite episode of Star Trek is.
Right, that is a really difficult one. I think I've got right. I've got a few, right? Okay, I'll narrow it down and we'll try and pick one out between them. But one of my favourite absolute all-time ones has got to be, you're going to hate this one, but I absolutely love it. When older Janeway goes back and thinks, fuck it, I'm going to drag... There's a two-parter, the last of the Voyager series, where Janeway goes back in time and then basically does a genocide on the Borg. Just blows them to pieces, gets a super armored ship, brings all the top age tech back through time. I love that. That was awesome because it was everything that I wanted to see. I wanted to see proper future tech. I wanted them to be able to just say "fuck you" to the Borg, all of that fun stuff.
Feel good television.
I love Voyager. DS9 had a couple of really, really solid episodes that really stuck out. But before we get onto that, though, we've got another caller in the backstage. We're going to bring them on just now. Got the one, the only, making their panel debut.
Crow Crag.
How's it going, Crow? You are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Yeah, hello. Absolutely marvellous this end. How are you doing at your end?
Oh, bloody wonderful. I've been holding my up all day. How are you?
So, for those of you that don't know, the gentleman on the panel, would you like to introduce yourself, perhaps?
Yes, well, it's there seems to be
a little.
Well, there's some form of time delay at this end, but I'm here to represent a chap that I know very well called Lord Belmont of.
Good heavens!
And what good sir does Lord Belmont want with us?
You mean old Bellin?
And what there does appear to be a bit of a delay, but if you can, good sir, explain to us what it is that Lord Belmont has sent you over for. I didn't realise that you were with him.
The floor is yours.
But you see, young Jay, I'm a big a friend of Nigel's, and you'll know Nigel, so I thought I'd come on here and defend him.
Oh, that's just wonderful, isn't it?
That's so wonderful. It sounds like we've this I'm loving it. Yeah, it sounds like we've got this is the place to be if you want to have a nice social call, nice chill and chat with the gang. Yeah, absolutely. You said you were a representative of Lord Belmont, but what was your name, good squire?
Oh, Crowcrag, I guess.
I was hoping the character may have had a name. well, you see, it's a little bit more it's a little bit more nuanced than that. It's not that I'm a sort of a personal friend, more of an acquaintance. We both use the same gentlemen's clubs.
Good Lord!
Checks out. That makes a lot of sense. That makes I've had my suspicions for quite some time, and that confirms them. Checks out. So some of the stories that I wanted to have a look at today, because although this is an open panel and call-ins are welcome, feel free to change the direction of the conversation, including you guys in chat. Don't think I can't see you. I can. But yeah, one of the first stories that I wanted to talk to you guys about was Tupac. Is everyone familiar with the trial that's happening at the moment with the murder of Tupac 30 years later? Anyone familiar with that?
I am not.
Nobody cares.
Does anyone on the panel know who Tupac is?
I leave that to real rap people like Nigel.
Yeah, I mean, I would know because we were mates. When we were friends when he was still like one pack. No, he was. We were quite good mates. You know. Yes, an unfortunate tale. An unfortunate tale, poor chap.
Oh, I'm having some laptop issues. But yeah, so Dwayne Davis, this is Keefy D, as he was known, told detectives years ago that his nephew fired the shots.
Didn't she say that on John at once?
Right, I'm so sorry, I'm having some tech issues on my end. You're gonna have to bear with. You have to talk amongst yourselves for a minute or two.
Okay, yeah. Who did you say?
Nigel.
Yes, sir.
Nigel, may I ask in what capacity you knew the one pack before his fame and fortune?
Well, I was actually I would finance his doings and stuff. I'd be the man with the suitcase in the back of the car.
Always best to keep it vague. Close to the chest. Mum's the word. Don't let him know. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing behind somebody else's back, as Nigel once remarked to me.
Must have been rather awfully drunk at the time.
Yeah, well, we were a little bit squiffy. I mean, it goes to the territory. Parliamentary bar. Never actually been in there, but I understand on the rare occasions that Nigel does show up, and that's his best, you know. He's in there. He's very, very much one of the faces, I believe.
I bet I'm trying really hard to drink myself into a gout. I thought I'd risk at least 1 foot, just to see how it was. I mean, it takes some rather fine living to get it, so...
It's amazing. It's amazing how Nigel managed to keeps himself in such trim. I assume it's probably because he does all those miles around Clacton and speaking to people and reaching out in some sort of sense of mutual, I don't know, humanity. What a man! What a statesman! And really a leader that we should look up to. The only caveat, of course, would be young Rupert. Young Rupert is a threat to Nigel. So I don't know what we're going to do about it here at HQ.
Young Rupert's mad as a box of frogs, unfortunately. He's fucking absolutely gone round.
No, I think you'll find, actually, Nigel, he made some very, very good points about quantitative easing, and his views on that are very well thought of.
Oh, good. Put me up another handful of money. Right there.
Do you
So what about you, Andy? I mean, would you like to...
Sorry, Andrew.
Yes, we've kind of ignored Andrew.
Yeah, that's what the establishment do to ordinary people, you see.
Well, it's very good.
It's always going without saying, typically, isn't it? But, Andrew, what are your thoughts on Nigel and his perfecting campaign around Clacton? It clearly paid off for him. People didn't want the bin, it seems.
Yes. Bit of a touchy subject. Most of Clacton's electorate have shown themselves as quite poorly educated, not really willing to sort of learn about the type of people they're voting for. Hello, Specs.
Hey-o. How's it going, gang?
Hello,
Specs.
We're being joined in a bit of a social call. An acquaintance of Nigel's. He's a representative of Lord Belmont. Very distinct. And also, I believe that one of your endeavours is the Clacton Spear. If you don't mind, could you educate the masses on what the Clacton Spear is and your good work?
Well, it's been a long and winding road for the Spear. Well, mainly down Main Parade, generally. But we split off into... We started around about the 2004 when Nigel did so well to, actually get himself elected. I believe it was his 8th attempt. He lost to a dolphin, but that's by the by. So the Spear was formed as a way of, I don't know, putting out a message, setting the people straight. We worked also with a well-established company called Clacton Collateral, which is a legal department that reformed subscribers could contact for a slice of the $5 million if they'd experienced a bad Brexit bounce. And then we also worked with IndieFig UK, who published some fabulous statistics about, the average reform voter vis-a-vis social and intellectual status and all that type of thing. So that's really it, Jay. That's what it's about.
I am detecting a very slight echo, I believe, coming from the Welsh techie wizard. We expect better than this from Specs.
I do apologise, gang. Let me turn my volume down.
There we go. That seems to have done the trick. But the Clacton Spear. Are you a reader, yes. Bean Farmer?
Oh, avid reader.
Absolutely. I know. I mean, me and Specs have worked on several projects together regarding the Clacton Spear. It is absolutely marvellous to see the proletariat, shall we call them, no offence, coming together and we're making a difference to ordinary people's lives.
And I mean, after all, isn't that about the ordinary people?
Mm-hmm. Of course, I don't see too many ordinary people nowadays, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to ask about the Lord Belmont Association. So there is a Lord Belmont near where I am in East Belfast, and also a blogger known as Lord Belmont who has been doing some really good posts.
Those are very, very venerable people, obviously. They're all connected in some way. No, I must clarify, I am Lord Belmont of Hull. Now, for those of you who don't know, the place that I represented, a small area in the northwest of England. One of our major concerns was the shutting of the Par municipal baths several years ago, and this caused major consternation. So yes, it's a, how can I describe the area? Good, solid, decent, working class people with plenty of bloody flags.
Salt of the earth, I'd say. Salt of the bloody earth.
I hope that clarifies it.
I'm clarified. I feel clarity. That is exactly what I'm feeling right
Good
now.
show.
And on that note, I mean, you said you were sort of a sort of loose associate of Nigel's. Do you have any idea of what he'd be doing moving forward? I mean, he may have mentioned in one or two of the gentlemen's clubs that you perhaps frequent.
Sorry, do repeat that, Jay. The old hearing trumpet's gone a bit on the old dicky there. Just the last bit, if you wouldn't mind.
I was just wondering if you had any insight as to what the wonderful Farage's plans were next.
Oh, fuck all. Nothing at all, really. I mean, I believe he's gone off on some sort of holiday. Won't be anywhere near Clapton. Probably somewhere, I don't know, maybe somewhere in Russia, perhaps. Mention it to me. It also possibly may make a visit to the state of Israel. It's possible. My money would probably be on somewhere like that.
Yes, I think he's shekel chasing at the moment. I suspect.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment on that. It's as we said before, mum's the word. Keep it close to your chest. Don't the left, right, and all the Christopher Harbone born stabbing. Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm going to make a cup of tea.
Clacton by the Hudson.
Not drinking anyone in a cup of tea while I'm attending to the other.
Oh, coffee, lots of milk, please, guys.
I didn't offer anyone coffee, did I? Tea.
Do you know what?
Give it to the bloody idiot. Take a bloody mile.
The jolly wheeze.
Don't worry about the accent, Ollie. We've got someone in the chat that's saying that they were struggling to understand a commoner accent. But I think that it's better heard on the panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that link again because I forgot to pin it in the chat. And then I'm just fishing. Hopefully, we'll see a wild Ollie appear as well. But yes, so I'm absolutely loving the accent. Whereabout in the country is this accent from?
Well, I did consult a linguist earlier on in my career, and he said it was, well, fairly not genetic, that's a whole Rupert Lowe thing, generic RP received pronunciation accent, which of course, as you know, is very much akin to BBC English, the voice of authority in the 1950s and 60s, which gradually shifted into the 70s and 80s to adopt more regional accents because it was seen as being, well, more honest. So, if you're fortunate, you'll get a Geordie or a Scouser on the end of Skye when you ring them up, filling in the equivalent of a pit form just to have something escalated so that it can be looked at by somebody who actually deals with the bloody problem.
Oh, yes.
No offense to Skye, who are apparently dealing with a problem. Bastards.
But, so how are you doing at the moment, Specs? It's been a minute since you've been on the ACOB stream. How are you getting on, man?
It is well. Yeah, I'm doing very well. My first son has just been born very recently, so I've been very busy with that. Yeah.
I like the way you say first. Are you planning more already?
And only. And only. Yeah. So yeah. No, I'm loving it, to be honest. Yeah. It's a hell of a trip raising kids, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it's absolutely wild. God, it's mental, and I'm so made up for you. Congratulations. I know it's a bit. I've said it lots of times already in private, but publicly, congratulations, man. That's going to be. Oh God, it's so cool. I'm just so happy for you. I've seen. You know what? I've seen you going through like the. Obviously, as you know, your partner was preparing to give birth and she was pregnant and everything else, and then seeing you go through the stages of like the nesting sort of thing and getting everything, and now you've just got a smile on your face, albeit a very tired look, but a very, very happy one.
Oh yeah, I'm over the moon, honestly. I'm just like literally buzzing. He's doing really well. He's like 3 weeks old now, so it is still very new. But yeah, this is like, yeah, crazy, but over the moon.
I have a...
That's wicked. That's really, really cool. I'm really, really impressed. But yeah, so God, it's amazing, isn't it? I don't even know where to go from it. How do we top that? That's the birth of your first child. That's amazing.
I know, right?
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Andy, what have you been up to?
Well, today I've started work on editing this book, In It Together. It's by Holly Miles, a dear friend of mine who passed away in 2020. And Holly was just fantastic in, she was a fellow writer like myself, and just very good at having my back. It's very hard if you're not a member of a writers group and you're a serious author to find a support network that really caters to your aims and your needs. Yeah. So Holly has drafted this book about somebody going through goodness me.
No, it's that was Vex. It sounds like he's throwing people at war.
Sorry?
I don't know what it was you were doing there, but I hope everyone's okay. It sounded very bangy, very.
Oh, sorry.
So Holly's was her sixth draft of a book about a woman suffering a post-crash disability and struggling against the benefit system in the first sort of Cameron Osborne rollout of austerity. So, I mean, this is the draft manuscript filled with notes of mine, and I've just started making changes on the document on the computer to have it out for what would have been Holly's birthday on mid-January. So,
no, that's absolutely awesome. So yeah, that's amazing. Fuck yeah, man, that's so really cool. So yeah, when are you? How long have you been working on this project for?
A little over, well, about, what are we on now? September, Augusty? About 18 months. Before that, we had another of Holly's books. Goodness specs. This is Another Time. It was another social justice story about a young student in England needing access to abortions and having to travel. No, she was studying in Dublin, and of course, said at the time there was no legality of abortion, so she had to travel alone to England to get that done. So that's out now. Another Time by Holly Miles.
That's absolutely fantastic. That is so cool. And that's out now, and I'm assuming you can buy that online and things. Absolutely fucking wicked. That's so cool. Do you know what else is really cool? And also, you're on the panel now, so we can actually thank you in person, so to speak, quote unquote, on panel. But thank you so much for the incredible 10 gifted memberships. That's so massive.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Destined to Recover.
That's rather kind of.
Just let me finish this thing now. So you've now made a smelly laugh out of Destined to Recover, I Morgan, Jason V, Lobster, Troller Tyrone, Out to 3 Panda, Spark 3, Samu 3000, and Radical Coder, who's a really awesome dude, and also another amazing person, Jacqueline. They are now all officially Smelly Lefties. Thank you so much for that, Crow. I really appreciate it.
Do you know, it's an absolute pleasure, Jane. I take a leaf out of Nigel's book here. He was a pioneer in the whole concept of redistribution of wealth and all that type of thing. Some people have said that he favours and trickle-down economics, but well, I'm not sure about that. I think he's a real giver. I think he's a man that is prepared to put his neck on the line and make sure that ordinary working people have equality and not depravity.
Well done for the gifts, Crow. I think you're absolutely right in your assessment of Nigel Burke.
My word, sturdy little gag.
I said, back in the day, I'd have reached into the water and pulled out the bloody long gun for that.
Look, to start with, they're actually out. Yeah, sorry about that. Boys running around not getting their drinks ready.
That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you to Agent, who has been a Smelly Lefty for the past couple of months. What an absolute legend. Yeah, and by the way, sorry about expected to reconnect. Your mic switch seems to have worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my living room is basically a data center, isn't it? So you could hear all the and for whatever reason it wasn't doing the background noise cancellation. So hopefully that's fixed it now.
That's it. Everyone thinks that what's going on with the country is climate change and all the wildfires and that, and the lack of water and stuff. No, it's specs taking all the and then generating the heat that comes from it has created all of these heat waves. It's all Specs' fault.
All my fault. Definitely.
Yes. And well, somebody else showing their appreciation of you showing your appreciation, which we appreciate. Lots of appreciation. Agent 47 LFC says, without the Clacton Spear, I wouldn't have a membership for a consecutive month. So thank you. Yeah, and we extend that to you. Thank you from Agent 47 and thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a top man, that Agent 47. I hear on the grapevine, which is not actually a reference to Richard Tyson, his use of climate change as a way of boosting Gillian's Merlot situation. Agent 47 is a Liverpool fan, in the same way that Jacob Rees-Moggs' children are also Liverpool fans. And what we have here is a connection, not a divide. Somewhere that we can sort of meet in the middle and you understand what I'm saying there. But of course, Everton fans, I'm afraid there's no hope for you.
I mean, I don't subscribe to football, but I obviously understand that is the done thing.
I'm a Burnley supporter, so I don't know anything about football.
Lovely people, Burnley, salt of the earth. Many Everton fans, well, the vast majority of the Longsdale-wearing proletariat do hail from North Wales and not County Road, as many have implied or inferred, or whatever the correct word would use in that situation.
Yes, it's difficult, isn't it?
Oh, shit, right.
Gifties.
You guys need to, you're all smashing the gifties tonight. Mate, I don't even know how to, right. Thank you. Stats, Welsh Girl, Max, AB Max, Benji here, Jamie Alice,
Oh, I know Benji. Benji's one of the turn lefters.
Oh, cool.
Jamie Alice is turn lefter. Yeah, there are loads of cool people in here. Nice. Love to see you guys.
You're very generous.
I'm loving it. I am loving
it. Smelly Lefties, thank you so much for that, Specs.
Made by you folks. It's fantastic.
That's mega from you guys. Honestly, it really, really helps out. Yeah, thank you all so much.
And now you can buy some headphones.
I think I've got the mic sorted. I've got a new mic. I don't know if anyone's noticed. It's mic. I've got the camera, but unfortunately, I also have a little bit of weed here, so I'm not going to smoke it on camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll bring it up in a second. But yeah, no, it's we're doing well, and we've got plans. On Sunday, I'm going to my dad's, and hopefully on Monday will be the green screen stream.
Ooh,
gonna go.
We're going to eat vegetarian food as well, aren't we?
Ooh,
I
nice.
mean, I am as a standard anyway, but yes. But aside from that, on the stream-related stuff, we are absolutely, we're going to be doing some green screen stuff. We've been playing with it in the past and that, but Dad's had like new
ideas about green screen, how to get fun out of this green screen. By all means, drop us a thing.
But we've got some really good ideas. Do you remember, guys, the floated head Holly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the computer Holly. Yeah.
It's going to be legally distinguishable from that, but along the same lines. A legally distinguishable Holly. Nolly, we'll call it. There you go. It's a Nolly. So, yeah, we're going to be having some fun with that, and we've got some plans to produce some more things and and do so together from the same place and that, so we can get all our ideas sorted out. It's going to be really fun. Oh, I'm really enjoying
I'm
it.
going to have to shift out to the audience in about 10 minutes or 15. Can I just pitch for plug for tomorrow night?
I'm looking forward
So,
to tomorrow
Katie
night.
Marshall and I usually do a Saturday night stream. Am I still on? Everybody else is.
You are. You are.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You're full screened.
I'll put you on big screen.
That's kind of weird. Okay.
What a good looking
no
chap.
pressure there.
No pressure at all. Look, I'll even make it smaller down here.
So, joining me and Katie Marshall, aka Numpty Woman, or Mad Cat Scotty, 79, JOJ and Specs Bean Farmer, the four of us are going to do a 3-hour stream from around 9:30 or 10, talking about each selecting an episode or two-part of Star Trek, followed by a piece from the week's news with some thematic link or other. I don't know how strong the thematic link is going to be. So yeah, bit of blend of pop culture and current affairs.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
I see Michael's put up a post up saying he's waiting for the return of Brainy Burks. I might have something for that as it happens.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the Discord earlier. That's going to be good as well.
It's what we were talking about as well. I thought it might
What is Brainy Burks?
What's
that format?
It just makes you think.
It's it's anything weird, wonderful in the science world. Anything that's making you think. We whack it in the sort of Brainy Burks segment of the show. Should we before you shoot off to the chat? Should we try it together? Dad, you said you've got something. Do you want to send me a link very quickly?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me see. There's this one.
Send it me on Discord or something, or put it in like a chat, or like tag me
Put
in
it
it.
in the back thing in here.
In StreamYard.
Oh, you've got 5 private chat messages there. I haven't seen a single one. Right. Paste. Boom. Try that.
Whoa.
All right then, and in the meantime, to get us all in the mood, I might as well do the. I've got stuff and things for this. We can.
I'll go straight into it. Okay.
Okay. There we go. So I've got it already, and then this is Brainy Burks. So, this is Brainy Burke. Dad, could you please read the headline?
Right. The headline of the Brainy Burke thing is, let me copy it off you, because otherwise I won't know where I am, will I? How do I blow that up there? Boom! It's not too late. Right.
Don't say that, Nigel.
The sperm whales, guys. They've been. Let me do my little thing. I had a little, just a little note or two here. I mean, right. So, researchers have been using artificial intelligence now to process massive underwater audio data sets, and they've uncovered a structured phonetic alphabet in sperm whale clicks. By analysing tempo, rhythm, and vowel-like sounds, machine learning models built by groups like Project SETI, that's CETI, are beginning to map the complex communication systems of marine mammals. And this, where we got what we do now, it'll explain how scientists use advanced audio arrays and machine learning to map the whale vocal patterns. So
this is actually a perfect use of AI. Just to interject
the
quickly,
way to use it, isn't it? This is the way to use it.
This is actually, well, I mean, because modern LLMs basically come out of Google Translate, right? Like it is just like a large language model just understands like the underlying math behind languages, essentially, right? Yeah. I mean, it's all prediction as well, but like, it works well enough. And yeah, so I mean, universal translator, Another Star Trek link there.
Stick that fish in your ear, that
Babel fish.
Oh, Babel fish, yeah.
Babel, yes.
Absolutely, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? So they're studying. They say they've uncovered sophisticated structure, but the good news is, or the strange thing is that the languages that they're discovering in these whales is that they're really similar to those found in human language. So there's a bit of this blime here that says, like, in the inky depths of the moon, an ocean giant bears the scars of a giant squid she stalks. She searches the darkness, her echolocation pulsing through the water column. Then she buzzes, a burst of rapid clicks just before she goes in for the kill. But exactly how they catch squid, like many other areas of their lives, remains a mystery. They're slow swimmers, says Kirsten Young, a marine scientist at the University of Exeter. Squid, on the other hand, are fast. So how can sperm whales catch squid if they only move at 3 knots, which is like 3.5 miles an hour? Are the squid moving really slowly, or are the whales stunning them with their vocalizations? What happens down there? Nobody really knows just now, she says. Sperm whales are not easy to study. They spend much of their lives foraging or hunting at depths beyond the reach of sunlight, and they're capable of diving over 3 kilometers. That's 10,000 feet, and can hold their breath for 2 hours. They can get up to all kinds of shit down there, can't they? At 1,000 kilometers, 3,300 feet deep, many of the group will be facing the same way, flanking each other, but across an area of several kilometers, says Young. During this time, they're talking, clicking the whole time. After about an hour, she says, the group rises to the surface in synchrony. Then they'll have a rest phase. They might be at the surface for 15 to 20 minutes, then they'll dive again. At the end of the day of foraging, says Young, the sperm whales come together at the surface and rub against each other, chatting while they socialize. As researchers, we don't see a lot of their behavior because they don't spend that much time at the surface, she says. There's masses we don't know about them because we're just seeing a tiny little snapshot of their lives during that 15 minutes at the surface. This is going back now. It says it was around 47 million years ago that the land roaming cetaceans began to gravitate back towards the ocean, which is, I mean, there's been so much time, hasn't there, for these things to have come from the ocean originally and then decided or lived out of the ocean for quite some time and then gone back in as whales and stuff. It's amazing. So much time has passed. 47 million years of evolution in an environment alien to our own. How can we hope to easily understand creatures that have adapted to live and communicate under such different evolutionary pressures to ourselves? It's easier to translate the parts where our world and their world overlap, like eating, nursing, or sleeping, said Dr. Gruber, lead and founder of the Cetacean Translation Initiative, SETI, and professor of biology at the City University of New York. As mammals, we share these basics with others, but I think it's going to get really interesting when we try to understand the areas of the world where there's no intersection with our own. So they've been going about this. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you but they've been going at this now and they've applied AI to it. And they learned the name of one of the whales. They broke down the language enough to know that they each had names and they were called these names and they called themselves by these names. So
was it called Richard?
Sorry?
Was it called Richard?
Obviously Bob in the ocean.
Bob,
yeah, cool. Bob in a long. Anyway,
most fish are called Bob, and most pigeons too.
It's not fish.
Absolutely.
It's not fish.
Nigel, can I make 3 observations about that very, very interesting article that you've... First of all, Nigel and I are always sort of scientific skeptics, and that's generally the way that we go, and we're not too keen on academia because you've got to keep them thick, haven't you? Second thing is, some tests were conducted on auditors. No, sorry, not auditors, chimpanzees, during the 70s and 80s. And they found that, yes, chimpanzees were able to learn words and string them together into what we can loosely describe as sentences. But human beings have this thing called a generative grammar, which means that any human being can come up with an utterance that has never, ever been said before in the English language, and it will be 100% grammatically correct. Now, as I understand it, there's no other animal that can actually do that. And the third point that I'd like to make is other research. And this is fascinating. And this is before AI got involved. It's something that Nigel and I specialised in when we used to go diving off the Barrier Reef, which is no connection with Wales at all, but there we go. So the point is that researchers found that some of the noises that whales were making were consistent, and there was a consistent pattern, and it's a bit sinister. They made these noises when they were encountering human ships, vessels. And it seems that for a long period of time, they had learned a communication skill that warned the whales to stay away from us, which is quite interesting, really.
And you can see it's changing somewhat now, though, with these whales that are investigating ships now, where people go pay lots of fortune to go and see these whales.
Yes.
They're coming up now and initiating contact now, aren't they? These whales. So
I believe so. Probably trying to give us a warning of some description about something.
Probably, yeah.
Do you think if we could translate what they were saying, go great whale, what is it you can teach us? Finally, we can understand. And then they say something like, so long and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah, could well be. Yes.
Disappear forever. Then we know we're fucked.
Yeah. So after all that thing, it seems this language that these sperm whales speak, it has a real lot in common, obviously because we're mammals, I guess, but it really does have vocalizations. It says could carry a much richer amount of information than we previously thought. And yes, so they learned the name of one of the sperm whales, and they used the AI to call this thing. And every time they called this the name of this whale, it reacted every single time for something like 20 minutes. So they've started literally speaking to it now with AI. So that's going to develop really, really quickly. Because they've been collecting data sets from whales for years. They've been sticking things on them and bloody gluing stuff and putting plungers on them, haven't they? Doing all kinds of stuff with them.
Well,
Andy, I've got to ask, what do you think of the possibility of whales and AI teaming up against us? I think this is terrifying.
AI.
Very good. We are.
Do you think we'd survive that? I mean, I don't know if we could take them both on at the same time.
I don't know.
I think it's very interesting that we're setting up all these sort of energy guzzling sort of data centers, which actually probably all are intended to work together towards establishing this project as a major initiative.
Yeah, absolutely. Our overlords will be amphibious as well.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's good. It's good that you're recognised, isn't it? Thank you so much. It's great to be appreciated.
I think we're better equipped to handle whales than we are AI at the moment. Can GOJ, can you just go back to the first paragraph of that article? There was the story about the squid being hunted, a sort of anecdote, and there's an intimation that it uses its voice as a way of stunning the squid. Was I reading that correctly?
Yeah.
Maybe it's some sort of political rhetoric that the whale is using, or something about raising the colours or something. That's disabling the squid. Obviously, a left-wing squid.
Good.
All squid are
yes,
lefties.
it's obviously lefties, aren't they? Big smelly
Obviously, yeah. I mean, you know, they have ink, which means that they write and read,
Yes.
and therefore must be a smelly lefty.
Absolutely.
The logic
Lovely
follows.
creatures, they do smell of fish.
But I'll recap this this article for you, Andy. Though, and let's have a. So, in the inky depths of the midnight zone, an ocean giant bears the scars of the giant squid she stalks. She searches the darkness, her echolocation pulsing through the water column. She then buzzes a burst of rapid clicks just before she goes in for the kill. But exactly how sperm whales catch squid, like many other areas of their lives, remains a mystery. They're slow swimmers, says Kirsten Young, a marine scientist at the University of Exeter.
We've been here.
Squid, on the other hand, are fast. How can sperm whales catch squid if they only move at 3 knots or 5.5 or, in normal money, 3.5 mile an hour? Are the squid moving really slow, or are the whales stunning them with their vocalizations? What happens down there, nobody really knows. So yes, it is saying that's possibly.
Yeah.
They're stunning them with their voices. Something I've done personally whenever I sing, people are usually stunned and they cry sometimes. Some of them, most of them have to leave the room, to gather themselves.
It's where your whales pick up loose change, isn't it? A couple of squid here and a couple of squid there.
Oh, very good.
We're absolutely cooking.
Just a couple of squid here.
Cooking with gas today.
So I think this is really interesting in learning to listen to whales and what the
I think it's
technology can
fantastic.
offer us.
But
Well, I
Nigel's been trying to
don't
listen to whales for
trust
ages, but they
us.
don't seem to be paying any attention. Not the whales themselves, the country.
Yeah, they haven't sniffed it over bloody hell.
I don't trust us in how we use the technology to talk back to them. I think we should just shut the fuck up and listen for a while.
It's gonna
You know, we should do that. That's right.
Is that how we should do? We should
to
have
apologise to them.
an AI translator for whales rather than a two-way communication.
So who's going to apologise? Do you think? Who's going to say, on behalf of the human species, on behalf of the shaven monkeys that we are, we'd like to apologise to all the whales that we turned into fucking lamp oil, useful items like that, ladies' corsets, corset bones, of course.
How big was that baby? Jeez.
What?
They were used as babies' corsets?
No, ladies' corsets. They
And
were
whale bones. Whalebone
corsets were a thing.
Yes, whalebone corsets.
Long time.
That woman with ties, Oakenshott's got one. Yes, I remember.
Not bloody surprised at all. It
made out of whales.
Like Cobham armour. Cobham armour. It was.
Good afternoon, DeWitt.
Oh,
Nice submarine dressed as a flirty whale.
Mr.
That's how we get a good old conversation out of them.
What's this?
Like imagine that the captain says to like whoever's manning the sort of like the AI on the submarine, like, what have we learned from our conversation so far? Well, they like really long swims near the beach.
Yeah.
Operation Flirty Whale. We've learned that they're really into us. We're really in there, by the way, guys. And then everyone on the submarine gets excited. No, I do think though that I agree with Andy that we should be listening to the whales more. We should be listening to all the animals more. What happens when eventually we do have the technology to talk to them all, and we find out that they all hate us?
Well, we're bound to, aren't we? I mean, we're going to see how forgiving they are.
Yeah, and that's actually a really clever point, because if we can understand whales using AI, we can understand all animals pretty much, mostly, loads of them.
Well,
this
I
is just
don't
the
know.
beginning in a way.
It's going to be difficult. But, I mean, this research they're doing here it is showing that there are so many similarities in the way humans speak these things. So it's not so much like all the animals, but this one in particular, it looks like it might have a proper language that we can interact with. But I wouldn't say all of them yet, not for a long time.
If I'm going to bow out now, can I just do an on-topic segue plug for my Patreon? So on my Patreon, I've been running a serialized edition of my 2-book series, just finished book 1, Half Baked Alaska, and it's about an Alaskan fisherman who goes in search of a mythical, legendary big fish that has been tearing apart boats and killing people off the Aleutian chain. Meanwhile, his wife back home is a deep cover Russian operative who is engaged in a Tom and Jerry type war with the family dog, Ivan. And it's £1 a month. Patreon.com/Andy Luke. Thank you, Jim.
There you go. Jim's in as well, yeah. The bendy teeth of baleen whales. That's what they used in the corsets, wasn't it? The baleen whales. Baleen, is it? Were the teeth called baleen? I'm not sure.
So with that, I'm going to go back to the bookends, but I will be lurking about in the audience and listening. So thanks very much for having me on, folks.
For being here. Thank you so much for being here. You've been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you
yourself.
Really appreciate you.
Yeah, take care, man. Thanks.
Cheers, folks.
Right. Plonky backstage there. Thought I'd help you because right. So let me have a quick look here. We've got a whole bunch of stories and other things to go through, but do you know what? We've got such an interesting guest lineup. I am really, really, really intrigued to hear about our the representative of Lord Belmont and potential possible associate, maybe friend or more of good old Mr. Farage here, and the head of the Clacton Spear,
Mr. Farage.
Farage. I can never.
No, Farage. No, it's not Farage. He didn't.
I'm afraid it's Farage.
No. He's insistent upon it.
No. He's bloody.
And I have to say as well, he takes no credit for those riots. Even though people have been branding them as a Farage riots, he's not happy with that, and we should never say that because he was totally and utterly not responsible for any of that or all of that type of thing at all.
Maybe we should have bins with his name on. What do you think?
What, sorry, with his name on? I missed the noun you were about to use.
I mean, the bin man did rather well, didn't he? I thought bins with Nigel's name on would go down well, possibly.
I think in the next by-election, well, I'm not sure how it's going to work out exactly. I can't comment on Nigel's interaction with the police and all of that type of thing and the parliamentary standards and those kangaroo bastards and what they're going to do to him. But it'd be intriguing to see what happens. And will Binface run again?
Well,
I personally would love to. Oh, sorry, Dad.
I assume that the Labour and the rest of them and the Greens will run in the next one, will they?
I would have thought so. It won't do him a lot of good there. He'll have this sewn up already. You see, what people forget is that it isn't any standards committee or it's the people that make the decision. The people. And they have given a mandate to Nigel.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. There are certain rules that affect all who enter those hallowed halls.
No. It doesn't affect Nigel.
No, I'm afraid. And Nigel has rather tried to sidestep those rules, hasn't he?
No, he just filled out, he forgot to fill out a form. That's all it was, a temporary slip, and probably not his fault.
Could you imagine 5 million? I could think of 5 million reasons to remember to fill a form.
No, I'm a bagatelle, old boy. Drop in the ocean. 5 million to Nigel's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Seems a lot to me.
Well, it will. It will. Yes, it will. I understand that. But you have to look at the bigger picture and the crypto market and all that type of thing. And when you look at it that way, frame it that way, then you'll see that Nigel is actually poverty-stricken, really. He's got very little money. Certainly he's not liquid. You can't spend that 5 million. Jesus Christ, he'll have to give it back.
Well, he's not asset rich and cash poor, though, is he? He's got 5 million in the bank.
And a few houses.
All that money rich and asset rich.
And a couple of ladies to look after. I mean, there's his wife and the mistress.
Of course. Can I ask you take this in the direction of parliamentary standards, if I can? You know the man. What's his mood? I mean, obviously, we'll be able to tell us his thoughts or his feelings.
Well, it's been difficult to gauge because after the harassment of his family, which was totally uncalled for by droves and droves and droves of reporters turning up at his daughter's house, even though he'd published the picture previously and that was his voting address, but that's neither here nor there. He was very down. It was a moment of soul searching for him. And I think it really came to a peak when he was in that airport and he had to go at that reporter of some description and got in his face and everything.
He span on his heel and gave it his best, like, are you talking to me? Look, and nobody took a blind bit of fucking notice.
Well, he has been very influenced by the method acting of De Niro. In fact, I know for a fact that Suella, Bobby J, as he's known, and Tice, and 30p Lee, well, we don't like to call him that, it's more of a quid now, inflation and all that type of thing, and they all stick to scripts. That's what I've been told, and it's an act, and they're rooted in the method. Stanislavski. Look up Stanislavski, method acting. That's what they do. They stick to a script.
It is method acting. He's the man's. I mean, Nigel's just nothing that he, as he presents himself, he's nothing like he presents it.
No, I know. You know, if you really got to know him, and I don't profess to, but if you really got to know him, he's very, very kind man, and he particularly likes children and dogs.
He can afford that. Bloody kind man. Like, good Lord. I haven't heard of him tipping anyone since he became fabulously rich.
No, that's an error. I'm afraid I have to pull you on that one, Nigel. He did give £1,000 to a local charity in Clacton, which he was able to use as a platform to show that he was as giving as anybody else in the establishment. I can't remember the name of the charity, and neither can I, but it was well documented.
£1,000?
Well, pockets change. I mean, that's...
What's that as a percentage of
chicken feet?
By the time he's hunted it out, he'll have earned far more.
Battery chicken feed, yes.
Hey, we've got the return of the Specs. How you
Yes.
doing? I don't know if you
Sorry, I had dadly duties to perform. I do apologise.
Don't apologise for it.
So did that, what was the name of him? Cottrell? What's the name of that chap? He was daddy as well, wasn't he? Oh, no, he called Nigel daddy, that's it.
Oh, yes. George? Was it George?
Georgie boy. Yeah, that's him.
Boy, pudding and pie. Yes.
He's quite well off. I'm not sure, is he still in Nick? Or is he out?
No, he's out.
No, he's out.
Calling Nigel again, isn't he?
At least to be able to see his mother. She's been very, very useful to the effort, shall we say. Marvellous, isn't it?
She has been a good sport, hasn't she?
Yes, I do like her.
She may be listening. She's known to listen to a couple of bits. I don't suppose you have any messages for her.
Well, I'd like to say, keep up the good work. It's long hours, love, but we won't go that. We won't go down that road. But she's very popular.
Oh yeah, I believe so. I'll be
certainly not only with the upper classes, but with the hoi polloi as well, I believe.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, if you do see her, tell her I'll be around on Tuesday and
well, I'm going through Birkenhead at some point in the limo tomorrow. So when I get down to is it Corpy Road or something they call, I'll mention it.
Okay. Well, yes, I'll have one of the urchins look out to see it coming. Make sure that I'm there as you arrive. We'll use street urchins.
I'll do my best. We'll drop it 20, see what happens.
Yeah, and drive rather slow.
While we have you here, I just wanted to know, general election. Obviously, we know that Nigel required 5 million before he would stand as the Clacton MP the first time round. This time round was a matter of pride and principle.
Clearly.
For the election though, do you? Just gauging his mood. You've been around the man, you've observed him. How do you think he's feeling? Do you think he's up for it?
It's difficult. Now, some people have levelled criticism, and this dates back to his time in school. He never really wanted responsibility. And let's face it, being a prime minister is, well, a great responsibility. You've got to keep the people in order somehow. So I'm not sure whether he's got the guts for it, or indeed this is a bit of an in-joke, the balls for it. I think there may be a more singular issue there, but let's move on from that. I think that if he does run, he needs some form of persuasion. And that may be fiscal. Very difficult to call. He's his own man, very unpredictable. And, well, you'll have to ask him himself when we can get him on the show.
It's been a minute before Elon gave him any money. He should be expecting another payment off him soon.
Oh, no, Elon specifically does not like Farage.
Elon.
Yeah. Elon's a Rupert Lowe man.
No. You see, Elon is what we describe as nouveau riche. He may say that he inherited his money from his father. What's he called it? Harris. I can't remember. Point is,
what was it? Yeah, something.
But yes, it was emeralds, I believe, in South Africa. There was something to do with that. But no, Elon. Not really that good around polite society, let's just say. Tremendous mind, lots of wives and children, having a great time, but not really. It's not old money. Not old money, no.
Bugger's lost in a ketamine hole as well. He is nouveau riche, but he's got all of it, hasn't he? He's got all the bloody money.
A trillion is just such a stupid number.
Now, is it counting his
Well, yes, he's got connects fingers in every pie, it seems, and well, quite a few fingers in lots of other things. But that's a more of an Epstein issue, so we won't go into that. But no, I do have tremendous respect for Elon, and the fact that he's backed Rupert Lowe, and they well have got Rupert on Joe Logan to talk about gun bans and various other things that were going on. There may have been some errors there in the game, but no, we won't worry about that. But no, maybe his heart's in the right place. I mean, he was so good with his staff at Tesla, wasn't he? He was marvellous. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you could be as successful as you wanted. He'd still bloody sack you, couldn't he? Wouldn't he? He was a very strange boss to have.
Thatcher's Britain. I mean, he took a great inspiration from our Iron Lady. What a tremendous asset she was to the country, not like Blair bust. But I think he represents a certain aspirational thing that working class children in the UK can look up to and say, I can be like him if I vote for either Nigel or Restore. But I think that he'll see sense. He'll come back to Nigel.
I can see you and I meeting over pistols at dawn someday.
Well, he's always pissed. And pissed at dawn, I think, would be more accurate. Anyway, he can get through the day with those, and washed in Clacton.
Clacton, never been there. Never bloody been there.
I went on. See, we found it tremendously ironic. Me and Nigel had a good laugh about it because it's this historical thing. There's an area called Wash Lane that still exists in Clacton, and that was one of the local laundrettes, in the 1800s, early 1900s, where the ladies would gather to do their washing. I always felt that Nigel had a particular interest in laundering things. So it's something we had a good laugh about. I don't really share that with you, but there we go.
No, I'm sure he will be good.
He's nothing if not known for being clean, I guess. Cleaning lots of things. He's very
No, he doesn't do any drugs, not anymore.
His suits as well. I don't know if you saw his recent how do we say this? How do I say it now? The recent attire that he's been sporting in and out of Clacton.
Jeeves and Hawkes of Savile Row. It's the only place he'll go. He doesn't deal with TK Maxx or any of that Tesco Asda stuff. None of the pro. He doesn't like Love Machine, not particularly keen on Burberry, simply won't touch Stone Island. It has to be Jeeves and Hawkes of Savile Row. That's it. And it's all tailored.
Tell you what, Crow, you're going to have to be a regular. We're going to have a regular.
Well, I'm keen to introduce you to a friend of mine who's from Liverpool. He's very interesting to chat to. Totally different perspective, but we may be able to get him a bit more risky, though. I mean, he could say anything, just swear a lot.
Risky or risque?
I think that we should definitely meet your friend as well. We are, we're really, really big about this. This is amazing. We absolutely love it. Really appreciate it. But just sticking with this, though, I do think, though, that with your connection to Nigel and the Clactons here and everything else, I do think that it's certainly an interesting line of conversation. So I'd like to dive into just a little bit deeper. You've been doing Clacton Spear for a while.
Yes.
And obviously, you have connections with Nigel. But are there any other notable collaborators or politicians of that you've been in touch with?
No, not really. I mean, I don't bother with them really. I mean, it's something that I stick within my own circles. I don't like to. The risks involved, all sorts of things. But I mean, I will say that there's been. Well, the Clacton Spear did report several things that were pertinent. I mean, the feeling that perhaps Nigel was mirroring Trump when he brought out the Farage phone, and he wanted to do this Farage arch on Main Parade, and also there was the advert, wasn't there? There was that advert for a body double. It was somebody that the looks weren't important as per se. It was more the speed that one could run away from a questioner that was asking about the 5 million. There was that as well, and that was reported on. There was also one of the last thing that was speared was the I don't know if you remember, but there was a ship. Well, I won't say a ship. Let's call it a dinghy. Turned up at Clacton-on-Sea at the Clacton constituency. Now, some of the people, residents, quite rightly, the citizens, proud citizens, raised eyebrows at this because it went under the heading Jetty, Jetty, Bang, Bang, because apparently they'd put in a soft play area, place of alternative worship, and a big fuck-off illuminated welcome sign to help the visitors land safely. A lot of controversy about that. Died away, though. All gone away. Don't worry about it. But the Spear did get hold of it. It wasn't exclusive.
Well, isn't that wonderful? What a story, that's wonderful. Because
yeah, well, that's how we got the stories, you see. Inside Track, or Inside Frack. I get them mixed up. That was another article about the inside fracking. All connected.
I just wanted to just let people know I'm going to be pinning the link if you want to jump up on the panel, anyone. I'm going to be.
I think we should have somebody else on the panel. I mean, really, I've said too much already about Nigel. There'll probably be complaints coming through. Ofcom, Ofsted, HMRC, the usual people ringing me up. And
he's a regular listener on here.
Well, I am. I know Nigel. Well, it's difficult. It's big schedule. You see, lots to do, people to see, things to take. Sorry.
Accept. So yes, things to accept on behalf of Bill.
And he does accept gratefully. I know.
He does. He does. He's got a lot of. He's got his future to think about.
I think it's difficult for him. I'm talking about future. Somebody, it might have been that, can I use the word shithouse? That shithouse on LBC, the one that's always rattling on, bloody narcissistic.
O'Brien, is that one?
That's the one, O'Brien. Now, what was it? He said something about Nigel's children being German, and that meaning that they weren't native English, and that was English would be their second language, and the whole bloody lineage and thing with Rupert and all that. It's difficult territory, but I only mentioned in passing. A lot of Germans about, apparently connected to the royal family.
I believe he married a German, didn't he?
Jawohl, as we joke in the private members club. Ich bin ein Berliner and all that type of thing. Yeah. Oh dear. He's a good painter. Excellent painter. Got kicked out of the Clacton School of Art, though, but tremendous painter. I've seen his work.
But he's managed to avoid his children, his children having to carry a British passport, I believe.
I couldn't talk about that. I mean, getting hold of a passport's not a difficult thing if you know. I mean, there's this chap, I've heard of him. He's very small, but he's very good. And I do like to hear him speak. And it's the most marvellous multicultural rallies that everybody piles into in London. Doesn't pay for the police, of course, but that's a different thing. I believe his name is Thomas Robinson, and marvellous, great admirer of Thomas Robinson. Yes, I've forgotten the point that you were making there, Nigel, so I'll just cover it by saying Tobin Robinson.
Yes,
or not Tobin Rubinstein. Don't get it mixed up with the other chap. By the way, that's a different guy. Oh, I remember. He's got lots of passports. Well, he's got two, an English one and an Irish one.
Yes, and he's
a nice bloke, very intelligent.
I mean,
what are your thoughts on good old Tommy Robinson, Stephen Yaxley Leonard?
I don't like Burberry, never have. Didn't like the hats. Seem to represent what we used to call, you'll laugh now, it's not so popular, chavvy, bit chavvy. But I suppose it appeals to a certain demographic. I don't like that. Now, a lot of people have said, that he's a big fan of the old Peruvian get up and go stuff. Now, I don't agree with that. I've heard what he said, and I think he does have an issue with coordination. But what a mind! If Tommy Robinstein, no, God damn it, don't say that, Robinson. If Tommy Robinson turned his mind, he could turn his mind to anything. It's genius. And the way he can select information to use against his enemies, regardless of the context that it falls in. It's superb analysis, marvellous, brilliant. What a
Do you remember the way he handled the security guys at the mosque that time when he tried to lie his way into the mosque? Do you remember? Did you see that?
I have no recollection. I wouldn't. He doesn't do that. I do remember his camel hair coat, though, and he was carrying a few pounds about 10 years ago. He shipped it that, though. A demon in the gym.
He went to the Al-Aqsa Mosque and tried to pretend he was Muslim to get in, and he got...
No.
Really? How would he do that? He's the wrong height, wrong colour, doesn't have a beard. I don't know. It's ridiculous. What was he doing? Clutching a copy of the Quran?
Well, no, but he said, I've read it, and the guy said, well, recite me something from it. And he said, well, like, what bit? He said, well, anything. Anywhere from the Quran. And he
didn't do the Shahada, I bet.
I know of nothing like that. I can't imagine he would do something like that.
We're going to have to find that then, aren't we?
Well, you bring in the evidence, give me the receipts.
I shall. Young now.
And I can tell you now, they said we don't keep receipts. So we don't bring any receipts. Good God, no. There's no Ken Dodd joke about them asking for receipts and him bringing out the wrong tin, but that's another story.
Yes. Ken Dodd, he did do rather well, didn't he?
Oh, great comedian.
Yes, good time. He was funny. Yes, funny. I went to see him as a child.
I saw him many times. I was very young. He used to do panto. The thing with Ken is he'd be on for an hour and do 3 hours. A bit like me on a Discord. They're just going off on tangents all the time, making no sense and irritating other people, usually Green Party members. But there we are. What can you do?
What are you going to do when they win the election? The Greens?
The Greens. They do a lot of good, I believe. I think they would do a lot of good.
After your lawn and everything.
Interesting. We have actually, and I'd love to get your opinion on this because obviously the Greens are always irritated, and they have, I mean, they may have stumbled on quite a based take here, and I may be a bit biased as somebody that is slightly a member of the Green Party.
And why not?
Don't hold that against me, though.
Well, Nigel won't.
That I wanted to cover here, and do you know what? I thought that this might be the best format to do that because honestly, I think it feels like the government is kind of trolling us. It feels like it's a bit of a joke, but Green MPs have hit out as well. And I was reading this piece by the Huffington Post. Dangerous and unnecessary, reads the headline.
Yes.
For giving asylum seekers pamphlet on sexual consent.
Ah, yes.
Now, you see, this is interesting to me because I've been looking at this. And it's a little bit of an issue. The first thing, and I think it was that Julie Hartley Dill Brewer, that was it. Now, she said something, didn't she, about it needing to be in English. Now, that's a good point, because it's not going to work if it's just in English. However, I was listening to a Scouse lady. She was on that ticky-tocky thing, and she said that if you go onto the government website, they've already published all this. They published it for white British males already. So it's really a bit of a sort of a non-story, unless you're coming at it from a particularly proactive racial angle, shall we say.
Well, let's look at it from that sort of angle, shall we? But the Greens, those Greens, in the Home Office are feeding into right-wing tropes. Now, it's got to be said, it says down here further on, there was some figures that I wanted to have a look at, especially coming out of the what were these numbers now? Let me just find them. Sorry.
No, don't worry about the numbers, Jay. Just give the bloody information, for God's sake. Numbers don't count for much.
So,
look at that grooming gang thing. Those numbers were a bit dodgy, weren't they?
All numbers are a bit dodgy, but let's just we'll stick with it. So I do believe that it was 30%. So this comes from the CPS. The Crown Prosecution Service revealed that a report from them reveals that 30% of people in the UK, it seems, or of the people that they prosecuted certainly, didn't think that you needed consent or thought that consent was assumed if you were in a relationship or marriage, that you didn't actually need to have that, which is one of the
And that's the white British part.
Hang on. This doesn't square up. There's only about 6% of Muslims in the country. How can that be?
Yeah.
That's not right.
It's almost as though, and I'm going to sound ludicrous here, it's almost as though it has nothing to do with either religion, ethnicity, or legal status in this country, and that it's a man problem.
A man problem? How dare they?
Absolutely right. It's a man problem.
Let me put it this way. If it wasn't for men, there'd be no more children. So look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. And this is the point, isn't it? And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this particular thing up, because although it covers such a very serious, very sensitive topic, it seems in itself to be just capitulation of the Labour Party yet again to more wing tropes. I mean, we've seen Starmer doing this. He leaned so far right that he took the Labour Party with him, and it collapsed essentially. And now we have Burnham in place. And Burnham, it seems, is doing much of the same thing. He's not really given us anything concrete on Gaza at the moment. He's barely refusing to accept that it's an issue, let alone genocide. And now it seems he's capitulating to the far right, when it's categorically not an issue that affects or is unique to any one specific minority group. This is a problem with men. What are your thoughts on that, panel?
Well, I mean, Keir Starmer is a wanker. Let's be clear. I mean, everyone was saying it, and Nigel was saying it. Andrew Berman, well, he's done very well in terms of the optics, hasn't he? He's managed to get himself out and about, visited a few farms, kicked clerks of the arse, that type of thing. He's doing very well on that front. He's very proactive. But I feel sorry for old head Labour supporters, because they're saying to me, not in clubs, mainly on the streets, they're saying to me that well, really has let them down, and it's not their Labour. It's difficult. It's very difficult. I'm concerned, and have been concerned about the minorities in this country that have gone back 10 years in certain respects. And I'm also concerned about the cuts to welfare. It's fucking impossible to apply for PIP. Do you know how many times Nigel and I have tried to apply for PIP? It's awful. Absolutely awful.
I'm surprised you don't have bloody PTSD after trying to apply for PIP.
PTSD, well, that you don't get anything for PIP with that. We wouldn't bother with that. It'd have to be a back injury or something. But no, I think I think it's going to be difficult for Andy. And I think that the other complication is, again, the optics, because of the situation we're facing in America. And this could mean that we have shortages of food, fertilizers, climate change, no food, and, of course, energy problems. It'll push inflation up. It'll cause all sorts of issues. And we know who's going to get blamed, and it won't be Trump.
However, yeah, nobody's going to believe that.
I don't know. My thoughts on Burnham have been and always will be: he voted for the Iraq War. Don't trust him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you're right about that, and you're right also about not calling it out as a genocide. But none of them have they? Because they daren't. As soon as they call it out and use that word genocide, they've got to take action, and they won't do it. And that's because they're in this little. They're in that little clique, aren't they?
I want to correct you there.
Please do, Specs.
We're our the head of government here has called it a genocide in Wales. So Rhys Iorwerth has called it a genocide yet. So
and what's that gentleman called, Specs? We need to hear more from him. What's his name?
Rhys Iorwerth.
What? Go West? What was that again? Sorry. They were very good in the 80s.
Can someone with teeth try it, please?
Two of them, very good. We closed our eyes, I believe it was, and all that thingy. Yes, they're very good.
Reen's come out and said it's a genocide. So
good on him. Good daddy on him. I mean, it's a very good support Palestine action. If it barks and it's got a tail and walks like a duck and it wears a woman's hat, then it's a genocide.
Let's just receipt that. And then I put in the back room, in the back.
I just want to terribly sorry.
Tommy trying to bully.
Sorry, Dad.
That.
Oh yes, we'll grab that in just a second. But I just wanted to say shout out as well to everyone watching. There's been a bit of confusion in the chat there. Some people saying that they can't see other people. Don't worry, you've not been blocked, unless of course you have, in which case you have. But no, odds are you'll be able to see everybody's comments on the screen. There are two streams at the moment. There's a vertical one and there's a horizontal one. And I think let me just double check here.
There's one that leans to the right a little.
Yeah,
The long way.
We may even have in a few minutes. We may even have the legendary Daily Blade joining us, which would be absolutely.
Yeah, he's a fantastic chap, isn't he? Absolutely.
I am actually gonna have to dip though, because I've got modding duties over in another Discord, in another YouTube chat. So
yes, I totally hear
But well
you.
done, you Specs.
No worries whatsoever. You go do your thing and send the love from the ACOB family.
I will do. Peace and love. Love and peace.
Love and peace, man. Take it easy.
Peace and backhands. Well done.
Yeah, big old backhands.
Peace and backhands indeed.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on YouTube in general? How are you finding YouTube? I wouldn't have imagined that that this would be, but Nigel obviously is on Cameo as well, so he's clearly internet savvy. How are you finding social media and YouTube stuff like broadly?
It's quite interesting because the posts of the Clacton Spear were quite random. So we were covering a whole swathe of channels with different political ideologies, and the only people that ever pulled up the Clacton Spear were lefties. They would say things like, it doesn't exist. And I would say, well, it does. If you actually check, it does. It's not newspaper, it's an artifact, but that's another story. The other thing that I would get is source. I mean, not in the sort of Cockney commoner way. I mean, in terms of where the source is. And of course, I would have to say that it was completely parody. The other thing that I got into a bit of bother with, and this was some of the bigger channels, but lefty channels, they blocked me. I think they thought that this whole Clacton Spear thing was something parasitical, and I was trying to ride off their backs. Now, they would be talking about something totally unrelated, and the Clacton Spear would put this very important point across, and they didn't like it. But never any real pushback from
They don't like it up them, do they, Sergeant Major?
never real pushback from the right, because they know that the Clacton Spear is right.
Oh, my flaming word. What have you done, Lewis?
What have I done?
Yeah.
What do
have
you mean?
Done? The Clacton Spear is right. I mean, goodness.
Hey, listen, we have been long subscribers of the Clacton Spear.
I know. I think mine must be one of the longest.
We talked about it in big. Give us a complete, head to toe. What is the Clacton Spear, and where would the fine people be able to observe the Clacton Spear?
Oh, it doesn't exist at all. It's a complete figment. It just pops up. It's random. And that's the whole beauty of it. There isn't anywhere that you can... I mean, I did think about doing a Substack, and I did think about doing a compilation of 2 years' worth of Clacton Spear headlines in a sort of a book. But I don't think anyone would want to read it particularly. And I do have it all there. I could just cut and paste the thing and do that and do sort of a history, a timeline of how it started. Funnily enough, I think one of the first things that the Spear did was it looked at the traditional German, well, it was speeches, not speeches. Speeches made by a propaganda leader in the 1930s and beyond on the birthday of a certain mustachioed leader. And what was a fun thing to do was to publish those speeches made by this chap on the birthday of this Austrian painter chap, but change the odd word from, let's say Reich to Clacton, and put the speech down, publish it on a sympathetic channel, and then say that these words were said by somebody like, I don't know, Richard Tice, and it went down so well. What was interesting was I was rather hoping that they would repost them to other channels, and then someone would say, that's a speech from Adolf Hitler. It's a Nazi speech.
Oh,
and nobody ever pulled it. A couple of them. Very good speeches, by the way. Interestingly, though, as it got closer to 1945, the speeches got less effusive and shorter.
Yeah.
But that was I think that was the initial thing. But there we go. I don't know whether I'm all right to mention those names and ideologies on here. I mean, it's common talk for us in the gentlemen's clubs.
It is, right. And as this is the first time anybody here has had any exposure to you in this format, I just want to clarify this is a beautiful piece of parody. And then I won't say any more of that because obviously it isn't. This is very serious, very for real business. We've got a few people in the chat asking about something. So, is it available in the UK, in the Reform UK Private Members Club reading room?
No. Not really. You see, old money doesn't do this. They're not into parody and satire. They're into, direct certain signals, codes, and messages, and that would be a breach of those. So no, it isn't. And it's not something we've shared there. But as I say, it's not really had a particularly permanent home. It has cropped up on a few more far-right channels in some capacity. I won't mention these channels' names because I wouldn't want to say that, but it has popped up. That's just the way that it's operated. Sorry, can't really give a better explanation than that at the moment.
Well, on its own. Yeah.
You're being accused of being an AI.
Fuck off.
How does it make you feel as a person?
I had this, and I had it without some bastard in the comments section who said that I was AI. Let me absolutely assure you, absolutely none of it is AI. None of it was AI. It all comes from me. The only time AI was involved was when I would ask ChatGPT, Chip, I would say to him or her, I would say that I would like this newspaper report that the Clacton Spirit produced to be turned into an advert. And they would do it. That's the only time, and they never got published. It was, none of it was AI.
It's funny that it seems that, I don't know if it's an actual divide, but it looks like the gentlemen seem to assume that you're either AI or some kind of, I don't know, something strange. But the ladies rather fancy listening to you.
Do you know, at college, we had a chap, he will remain nameless, and he was a bit older, and he was a lecturer in English language, which I'll come to in a moment, and they used to fall at his feet because he had that particular accent. Now, it's interesting here about the AI, something that people don't know about the editor of the Clacton Spear. The big Hey Pod show, I'm merely a shadowy finger in the back, like Nigel. But the point is that he has a first-class English degree in English language. He also has a 2-1 in social psychology. Nearly said something else there. And he also did voiceover training and has in the past been a voiceover artist. So it definitely isn't AI. I can assure you of that.
There you go.
There we are.
Yeah, absolutely. And I could tell how upset you were.
No, it's a compliment. It's an absolute compliment. If people are coming out and saying to me that it's AI, it's some sort of computer generated, that's a compliment. It shows that I'm ahead of the curve and have been for years, donkey's years.
Okay. I'm not a fan of AI, I must admit.
I totally hear what you're saying.
Not in the way it's being used.
They're using it for whales.
What was the last headline that you were working on over at the? Do you remember what the last few headlines were, so people have a feel for what some of the?
Right. Okay. Jetty Bang Bang was, I think, the last one. There were a few others, but then we had a small meeting at the Spear, a sort of.
Oh. What have I broke now?
No, you didn't do anything, Dad. It's fine. It wasn't you. I believe we've got a connection issue with our fine gentleman friend from the Clacton Spear. Yes, I believe that. We'll leave them here just for a minute and see if they can reconnect. But I'm thoroughly enjoying our chat with them. If you're also enjoying the chat, if you want to get involved in the chat, you can click the link and you can be a part of the stream. But another way you can get involved without clicking the link and jumping up yourselves is hitting the like button. That's one of them. Hitting the share button is another. We really appreciate it if you can. They're free to do so, and it really, really helps us out. This has been absolutely awesome so far. Thoroughly enjoying myself, and hopefully we get Crowcrag can connect again soon. It seems that he's lost connection there, unfortunately. But it's been you would do, but you're still waking up, to be fair. This is what we want. We want a sleepy Jim. We want a sleepy Jim calling with his inhibitions slightly loosened and slightly just as you're waking up and you're still a bit bleary-eyed, ready to say all the outrageous shit that we want. No, I'm joking. King James, even I double dare you. So Dad, it's been a fun one, hasn't it, so far? What did you think of our guest then so far?
Oh no, that's been lovely. Yes, it's been rather wonderful.
My dad doesn't even live in Clacton. What's all that about? Nigel's done an out for the people. Oh, right. I see the mix-up.
Yeah. I mean, people of Clacton haven't done much for me. As it happens.
What did the people of Clacton ever do for us, eh?
I mean, yes.
Obviously, but no, it's been a really fun open one so far. I do. There is a whole bunch of mad stories and things that I wanted to get into, and some interesting links and things as well, which I suppose we're better at the moment. We'll click on to. There's some serious stories as well, which we will sort of touch up on. But obviously, with the format at the moment and not having anything planned, we might not do all the seriousness because you know.
I don't know what's happened to oh, he's back. He's back.
And he's on the stage.
Right, I do apologise. When I entered, if you'll pardon the pun, the notes section of my phone, it seemed to disable this this streaming thing that we're doing at the moment. So that's why I cut off. I wasn't avoiding any questions like Nigel would.
Well,
okay, maybe not.
You could take that as that's a smooth move. You could probably take that and tell Nigel about that move. Well, sell that to him, actually.
That's a good point, actually. He'd certainly buy it. Well, he's got enough money, hasn't he?
Yes, absolutely. It's all about safety, isn't it? All about safety. Oh.
Do you have, I don't want to test you further than your audience or yourself, but do you have other stories to get on with? And I can maybe pop out and maybe come back another time and we can discuss the matters further. Just maybe facilitate us to do that.
Well, if you want to leave and come, you'd be welcome to come back anytime, of course.
Well,
we don't.
I feel I found a home here.
Your agent,
it's nice to have you on here. I would like to continue having you on, if you don't mind, and to do the open panel format. We don't have a whole bunch of serious stories and that to engage with. It's an open panel. There was no plan today.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't understand that. Not absolutely familiar with the format that you two chaps work on.
Out. It's an open panel day today.
Oh, God, I've got to get rid of the riff. Jesus Christ, no need for them. Some of them don't wash. They don't. Anyway, it's just they're all left-wingers.
What are your thoughts on Count Binface? Is he establishment or not?
Oh, my God, of course it's establishment. I mean, they're all over the place, aren't they? Bins? Who put them in? The bloody government? That's who it is. That's who it is. He's just some glorified bin, making up some story that has come from some space planet and is a warrior of Sigma Sex. It's absolute nonsense. I wouldn't mind betting that Kemi and Rupert all secretly funded that bin-face campaign behind Nigel's back. I think he was badly done to, you know. I think that 63% of the vote should have been nearer 80.
Goodness.
The establishment came with their bin, and they threw away a whole 20-some% of the vote. But what do you think they were trying to achieve, though? Were they trying to embarrass Nigel? I mean, he's even a man that can be embarrassed.
No, you can't embarrass Nigel. I mean, you should have seen the time when he dropped it. Anyway, look, we won't go into that. That was a whole different thing in school public. But no, you can't embarrass him. He's like he's bulletproof. He's like a cross between Kevlar and Teflon. That's what he is. He's
cold. Yes, absolutely.
His security are like a shield of steel. I believe that's what he said. Three gammons at a BMW, apparently. 5 million for those.
Yes. Well, it's always a BMW.
Pity he didn't give out money for other people who might have needed security. Well, there we go. What can you do?
I know, but he has a considerable amount for security now, and we've seen, I mean, milkshake after milkshake. Do you agree with him in his assessment that he is the most attacked politician ever?
Well, between you and me, he's a bit of a follower of contemporary music, and he did have a bit of a laugh and said that his milkshake brings out all the lefties to the yard or something. But oh dear, we did laugh about that, and he did a little dance and wiggle of his hips. Very good, you know, very good dancer.
Bye.
So we have another call in at the moment. This is a first time on here, and this is King James. This is your first time,
buddy.
Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Oh, hello. Good to see you.
King James.
Your mic's a little bit low. I'm just going to try.
Hang on. Is it? Give me a second. Let me see.
Welcome, anyway. Welcome to the.
It was a test.
It might help if I just speak into it. Is that better?
I've just done it for you. I'm like that. You're that good here. The production value is amazing. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Well, what are we talking about? Bloody Count Binface and the subterfuge of the other parties, eh?
I mean, I personally don't subscribe to it, but I was just wondering if what Crow's thoughts were as
Lord, well, look, it's difficult, James. It's difficult. It's very difficult because so you have to be careful what you say in these situations. All sorts of things can happen, but it is thought in certain circles that it was a bit of a put-up job. I'm not conspiratorial at all, but I mean, you just look at what happened to JFK.
Oh, I love a good conspiracy.
Well, let's peer under the wiring under the board, shall we, at some point, and we'll see.
It just depends which side of the grassy knoll you wish to lie.
Well, there was no marksman there, I'm afraid. I've stood there. There was no David Ferry by an estate car. You simply can't get one up there. So if anyone thinks that that was where the headshot came from, it's bollocks. So, yes, but conspiracies, it seems to be that we have this era now of conspiracy. Everything's a bloody conspiracy.
Everything is. But speaking of conspiracies and, of course, of JFK, as you were, do you see Count Binface, a chatter is asking, as like a Lee Harvey Oswald figure?
Right, I've got to make my feelings clear on the Lee Harvey Oswald case.
That's an
because
interesting euphemism now.
We did quite a lot of work on the assassination, and we had Anthony Summers and all those books, and I watched the 5-hour special and that thing about the day the dream died with Godley and Cream, and then we read Conspiracy of One, and we read Case Closed by General Oswald, and it turned it all on its head. Oswald was just well, it was a bit of luck,
just
really.
A tiny little gear in the big machine.
Yeah, well, that's what we said to Nigel, and he had surgery, and he's much bigger now. So it's all worked out for him. But I see what you're saying about
it was
power.
very odd with the Binface thing because all the other parties wouldn't, for some reason, send a candidate.
I mean, there is an obvious reason, isn't there?
Well, there is.
The obvious reason was
scared.
If you wrestle with the pig, you shouldn't wrestle with the pig because you will both get dirty and the pig likes it. The most embarrassing thing, the most powerful thing I think that any modern politician's done at the moment, the most fuck you moment, was when
resign.
Rachel Reeves said, like, listen, I've had your resignation, and if you want to go and compete with a bin throughout the summer, then you can go and do that.
I thought Kemi did the best put down on that. I can't remember what she said, but I thought it's very funny. Good old Kemi. Come on, Kemi. But yes, she did very well.
Fucking hell. She can be cutting. Yes.
Well, she probably needs it.
Yes. I probably had it done.
I mean, I like Kimmy's last name, Bad Enoch. That's interesting.
It's not her real name, She's got another name, which is far more ethnic, but she doesn't mention that. It's an odd one, really. Odd one.
Do you remember when
well, that name is unique because that's a certain somebody's name from back in like the witch trials days.
No, it is. And there's the chap called Powell as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Powell. Yeah, funny that. Yeah, he was a good chap. I mean, I realise it's a bit contentious, but there was a cover of Private Eye, which had a picture of old Enoch with his hands outstretched, sort of as if he was giving the size of a fish. And Private Eye, not inspired the Clack Conspirator, had the heading something along the lines of, "Do you know some of them have got them this long?" I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't agree that Parliament is sovereign.
Well, it's not sovereign. Of course, it's not sovereign. The bollocks. We're all part of some sort of globalist thing. There's no such thing as sovereignty.
It stole its sovereignty from Charles II, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Whitehall.
Charles II.
Cough.
History fight.
I love my history. Being a Stuart.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You'll have learned a lot then.
Oh, indeed. They fucking stole a lot as well, the pricks. Excuse me. I do apologise.
No. Carry on.
So,
the robber barons were well known, weren't they? Descriptive names.
They stole a lot between the 1700s and the Glorious Revolution and today, you know.
The poetry of the 1700s, the pastoral era, John Donne, George Herbert, metaphysical poetry. What traditional English teaching should be about and traditional English curriculum should be about.
Yes, exactly. The fucking English land and the English peoples and their history. That's the most important fucking thing.
As seen through the eyes of some pissed-up, opium-infused poets. I completely agree.
Yes, they were.
Well, certainly Wordsworth and Coleridge. And they did find some pipes which were used for smoking various things inside the grounds of where Shakespeare lived. Not that he was there that often, trying to get away from his wife, I believe. She was a bit older than him, and he had some
Well, you know,
gallivanting.
if they can't understand the argument and declare it, and it's Greek to me, well, they're still quoting Shakespeare. You know.
Well, there are many events in the womb of time that have yet to be delivered.
Oh, I do so.
Poor fella.
It's quite bizarre how Shakespeare influenced quite a lot of the English language.
I know that we already have, obviously, the astute member from the Clacton Spear here. We also have King on the panel as well, but we've got some YouTube.
Stone tried.
And we're currently being joined by Daily Blase. How are you?
Oh, my word, marvellous. He's a good man, isn't he?
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
is
how are
everybody?
you? I do give you a thumbs up on your work, you know. It's really good. I don't think I've...
Oh, thank you.
I may have popped a Clacton Spear headline in there now and again, largely ignored, but don't worry. Tremendous admirer of your work. Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. Don't agree
thank
with
you.
it. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. No problem. Thank you. Hope everybody's very, very well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're bouncing today. We've had a cracking.
Indeed.
Yes. Very good out.
It's a glorious evening. There's no rain.
Yeah. It makes a change. What were you going to say then?
I was just going to say, I did actually have a quick look on your stream just before I started and got prepared for this one. I'm just having a look on. There's no particular topic or anything, but it looked like it was going really well. I think I might have left a comment out or not actually, but I had to jump out really quick though. It's it was the Raise the Colours lot as they were driving through, and their little voices breaking as they saw the one lone flag left on the bridge.
Standing tall, standing proud, representing England.
I tell you what. In the Cumbrian
Made in
coastline,
China.
there's still quite a lot of flags flying about. I tell you.
Yeah.
We haven't took them down.
that one where they were in Birmingham, you know, threatening the extreme lefties, you know, don't take our flags down. When I was driving past, and they just left one up. Well, they were true with the word. They didn't take them all down, did they? They just left the one.
Absolutely. A gentleman's word is his bond.
Absolutely.
Quite right.
If your
All
word
done
isn't
on the
your
shake of
bond,
a
then it's
hand.
worthless.
Yeah, certainly true.
Well, certainly true in
If only the
modern
banks
internet
remembered
days.
that thing, we'd all still be rich.
Yeah. As I say, I just finished my live stream, and then I noticed you guys were on. I thought I'll just pop in for a couple of minutes while I'm sorting out my rig, and I'm going to take it downstairs. I'm sort of like my rig, my microphone.
Oh,
my
sorry, I
cameras
those
and
said
all.
something else. I thought you said ring. I thought it might go to jewelers or something.
No. So
I know a
so
good
the
jeweler
end-
if you need one.
No, I'm
Right,
quite
see.
fine. I'm quite fine. But
Oh,
anyway,
good man. You take care of it yourself.
Yes, I've only got this ring. That's the only one I need. But anyway,
It's a bit like
I just-
watches, isn't it? I mean, yes, you don't have too many of them.
No. And so I got invited, and I thought, oh, good God, I've got to take this all downstairs first. And in the end up, got myself a cheeky beer as well to chill out as well.
Rufus and Tarquin prepared a daiquiri for me earlier, so I'm
Very
quite keen.
nice.
They've gone out now, wandering the streets, looking to cause trouble somewhere. But yes.
Brilliant.
Upper middle class terrorists. That's wrong. Not upper middle class, bloody establishment terrorists.
Quite right.
Yeah. The bus station.
Mate.
Yeah, I'll say I just sort of like popped in, see what the topic of conversation, and it's all very interesting. I thought, well, all good fun, so I thought, I'd like to jump in, so why not?
Well, thank you for joining us. It is really appreciated.
Well, thank you.
I noticed you had the thing up before about the Home Office thing. Have we already had that discussion about this leaflet that the Home Office is handing out to the boat hoppers?
Kind of in passing. I want to treat it with as much seriousness as it takes, which is pretty much none. I think there's a couple of things about it that really, really stink about it. The Home Office supplying leaflets and things to asylum seekers that are explaining what consent is and stuff like that. I think
that is really, really fucked up.
But the reasons why I think it is for several. It's really nuanced as well, and there's several layers to it. So for me, it shows that the Labour Party is again capitulating to far right tropes, and they're trying to do their best to appeal to a broader demographic of people rather than their core left leaning voters that made them in the first place, which was Starmer's mistake. So I think that this is in my opinion, this is a repeating of that mistake by Burnham at the moment. So that's one thing that's kind of really let me down, because that's letting the Labour Party down and everything else. But also it's the fact that it doesn't answer the problem. So when we look at crimes of that nature within this country, crimes where there's no consent and stuff, and sexual related crimes like those, it's overwhelmingly not anything that's driven by race or religion or by legal status. It's overwhelmingly something that's an issue with men. It's about the men in this country, and it predominantly, like it's across the world. It's a big issue that we have as a society, as a global society as well. It doesn't address that very massive problem. And so to try and to target one minority group of people based on their legal status and nation of origin, where it is or isn't, is racist like that. In my opinion, I think that it's weird to do that, but also. I think it's a good idea to educate men, and I think that what we should be doing is doing it to all men. And
I think there's a subconscious element to this as well.
I'll just finish. So sorry, I'll just finish it with this though. I was reading from the Huffington Post that it was reported by the CPS that 30%, which is like essentially a third of a third of these crimes that happen. I think it was the crimes happening, or it was the offenders, whatever. But anyways, a third of these people think that there is no consent in marriage and things. It's presumed you don't need consent, and that is a really big issue. And it's one that, like men in general, it's what I mean. So where's the pamphlets for everybody? Is what I say. Sorry.
Without doubt, the problem is men. We have to admit it and fucking own it. We are the problem.
I think one of the issues that was raised, that when offences are committed by people of a certain ethnic demographic, they claim that they don't know the rules, that they don't understand. And there is perhaps a possibility that this booklet, if it was translated into a language that they possibly understand, would be some way of negating that claim should it go to court.
That's the elephant in the room, yeah. Give them an entirely English booklet with no other language, for people that are not English, and expect them to understand it. Great.
It's the same guidance published on the government website to white British men and has been there for some considerable time. So really, the only reason that anyone would look at this and try and blow it up in the same way that you would with anything else is that you were coming at it from a provocatively racial angle, shall we say.
So that's if that's true, I don't know, but if that's true what you just said.
Well, I don't know either. I mean, it's I read it somewhere. It might not be true.
I just want to throw it out there, please. I promise it's all in jest, it's all fun, and but no.
I do hope nobody's taking offence at this.
This is what is being highlighted and is being said. I wonder what are people's thoughts though about like this comment here saying I wouldn't feel so weird about it if they were sending these leaflets to all UK men.
Well, they sort of have already. It's already on the net. This was identified as a problem that was not just ethnic minorities per se, but the whole population. I mean, I don't have the statistics to hand, but I mean, I do believe that with the Farage riots, there were correlations, and then with the other riots, there were correlations, and it doesn't seem to be something that is just a matter of one particular group. It's something that affects the cultural malaise of the United Kingdom in general, and then.
I think succinctly what it does as well. I think the Home Office has actually taken a position by issuing that document to recognise and acknowledge that there actually is a problem with it. That there is actually a problem with these individuals that are coming over, and they're recognising that they are actually doing this. Hence why they need to issue this leaflet in the first place.
That's a good point. Good point. Well made.
Yeah, but that's and this is the thing, isn't it? This is what it seems to be. It seems to be targeted like that, where they're trying to say specifically this group of people are an innate inherent threat, when the reality is, and the figures show, that isn't the case whatsoever. No. So it feels like certainly it's based in racism, or at least the right-wing tropes that have for some reason gained a lot of influence over our politics. What's your thoughts, Daily Blase?
I have to say, I'm tend to be somebody who, when I look at politics, I try and think, what would the opposition think? And when I first saw this, like, oh dear, the right wing are going to absolutely have a meltdown about this. It's like because they're going to say, oh, so you're admitting that there's some horrible that you're bringing people over here who don't follow our ways and stuff like that, and I was a little bit umming and ahhing about it. Is it the best thing? Is it? And I don't listen to Nick Ferrari, but I did hear a woman say, well, why shouldn't they do it for all British men, all UK men? Because it's like, wasn't it about 40% of those who were outside them hotels? They were all basically being arrested for domestic abuse themselves,
or accused of it. It wasn't completely arrested; it was accused of it, and it was roughly 40%. And it wasn't. Yeah. It was all sorts of things, which could be an accusation of domestic violence. The same thing, and the figure may have been different, but still a positive correlation with the Belfast riots, the cold hard rage ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's certainly a worrying statistic.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So my laptop's melting at the moment. If I can just, there we go, bring it back a bit. There we go. So you went wrong there to bring this up. The Guardian were doing studies and 20.
Don't read it. Never read the Guardian.
People detained.
Have it read to you like I do.
No. I sacked him ages ago. Bloody awful reader. He went off doing some auditing.
I have it read to me over breakfast in bed.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Once it's been ironed, once he's ironed the newspaper.
Do you know, it is thought abroad that there's a lady, lovely lady, got a 4x4, not very well good at work, doesn't work. Lovely though. She has her newspapers ironed. I believe her name's Anna. You may have encountered her on YouTube. Always ranting about some political agenda. But she has them ironed.
Okay. And is it Annie?
It was there was quite a sort of funny story. Then perhaps we'll jump into this one. I don't know if we ran this one. We talked about it. Edwina Curry. It's Edwina Curry. I don't know if anybody remembers this story that came out recently. She was given an interview, and in that interview, she was talking about asylum seekers and asylum seekers in a specific small town, the numbers of them, her concerns, and chief among them, it seemed, or one of the solutions was a brothel for the town. That was.
She said it was a natural.
Better a sign up.
Now, you see, hang on, before we go on to this brothel thing, which fascinates me, never actually been in one, but heard some stories from the lads and all that. I think there's something more sinister, Because the last time that we really had any political engagement, other than the fact that she had an affair with John Major, the last time we had was something to do with eggs. And if you're keeping your eye on the news, it's no coincidence that she's now put in an appearance and we now have a salmonella issue.
Yes.
So, no coincidence there. She's popped back up, and there we are, back to square salmonella.
Yes.
He's been messing with the bloody eggs again.
It did actually cost her a job the first time around, the salmonella thing, didn't it?
So it should. I mean, what going around poisoning eggs? Bloody hell.
It's a bit ludicrous because we've got rotten eggs and we've got mad cows at the same time. It's incredible.
It is.
She got a promotion after the affair with John Major for some strange reason. I can't work out why.
Possibly imagine why, right?
We heard she does tricks. So there we go.
Right, let's have it, Major.
I've been told great stories.
Oh dear.
Right.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Corporal, go fetch the Major.
Yes. Yes. Apparently in them days he loved his excellent peas.
He did, didn't he? Very black and white was old John Major. Remember him on Spitting Image?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we mustn't exaggerate the matter.
Yes, yes. Excellent peas, Norma.
That's very good. That's very, very good. You should be presenting on YouTube. You know, that's very good.
Yes, yes. Did you boil these peas, Norma?
Those are the days.
Yeah.
Norman Taylor on Spitting Image.
We got caught. They were frightening.
I remember the one with Neil Kinnock. They did a great one. They did a really good one. It was superbly done. It was a fly wearing Wellington boots, stamping on a sandwich and putting shit on it. And as the camera panned back, it was Neil there taking a bite of the sandwich that the fly
Yes. One of my favourite ones was where they had remember Paul Daniels. Paul Daniels, the magician. Yes. They had the magician on, and remember that show they used to have One Man and His Dog. You know, it was all like farming and sheepdogs. Well,
come by, lad, come by.
Yes. They changed it to One Man and His Wig, and all it was Paul Daniels stood there with his wig moving round his face, and he's that's magic.
Not a lot, but you like it. Not a lot, but you like it. It was marvellous. He did so well, didn't he? The other good one was the Kinnock one, and it was only short, probably a bit racist in today's. It was Kinnock, sort of electioneering, going, "Give me babies. I love black babies. Where are the black babies? I love black babies."
Give me one. That's one. Bring that one over by you. Okay.
Yeah, wild Michael Heseltine.
He was a boy, wasn't he? He was a one. Lovely
Yes.
hair. To touch his hair like spun gold.
Yes.
Green hair.
Not greasy.
And that whole shit scared of Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah. Well, I was. When I was only young.
Yeah.
Like my mother, she was. Indeed, my mother voted for him. Caused much consternation.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
I know Maggie Thatcher rubbed people up the wrong way, making them feel a little bit brushed off, but
Yeah, I think you'll find it's Lee Anderson that rubs people up the wrong way. Yes, and Senator Farrer. Yeah. Differently, of course, in my mind.
Excuse me, I really must do this.
Take it. He's got a dash then.
Toilet break.
On mute, but I'll pop backstage as well, just in case. And when you're back, just bring yourself back on stage. Oh, it looks like you're back anyways.
I hope people that are being attentive to the stream are liking and subscribing. And I believe that membership is just 99 pence, which is very good value these days.
Am I reading that headline right? So somebody used a seagull as a weapon.
It was DP Audits. He had a bit of bother with some seagulls, I believe.
God, I hope they fit the seagull first.
With the thing with DP Audits, though, the seagull is far more likely to have used him as a weapon.
How the fuck do you use a seagull as a weapon?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? I've been firing seagull shit.
Oh, I'm going to bring you back on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he did have. He had 2 seagulls, didn't he? So you can. It was a bit easier. You can understand it. It's 2. One as a shield.
Drive by seagull.
Work behind. Imagine that. Picked up 2 seagulls to fight. I just don't know. What would you do? Somebody hit you with a seagull.
Stop it, or I'll squawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once my laptop unfreezes, because it likes to do this, it should be.
You should get yourself an ad blocker there, JJ. Like, it'll make it run faster.
There we go. It's not. I mean, to be honest with you, I have to throw coal at it usually to make it run a bit quicker. It's a bit an old one. So, police in Oban charged a man after seagull allegedly used as a weapon. So, the man reportedly grabbed 2 seagulls before allegedly attacking another man in a Scottish seaside town. I haven't heard anything as Scottish in all of my days.
Very
how do you?
It must have
Right,
been.
here's what I want to know, right? Seagulls they're not easy to catch. I live in a seaside area. I've seen plenty of English dads that come to Wales and they're chasing down the high street a seagull that's robbed their daughter's McFlurry or something like that. They're not the easiest to get. They're quite spry little guys, aren't they? They're agile to say the least.
Well, yeah.
But this man has not only grabbed 1 but 2 mid-fight and
must
used
have
them as
been
a
fighting
weapon.
or something.
What I'd love to know is how's he grabbed them and how's he fucking used them as a weapon? Like, I'd love to see a video of this if there's a video.
They'll be sending over to Ukraine next, those seagulls. Yeah, I think that's
those
the next
seagulls
thing.
just got a promotion to the Scottish Royal Air Force.
Very, very popularly, Scottish Royal Air Force.
Do they have deep battered seagulls in Scotland? I wondered what happened to that bastard after he stole me fucking battered Mars bar.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed that Church Bell 365 is asking, do they have deep battered seagulls in Scotland? It's a point. The point.
I think the nearest to the thing we've ever had in Bradford was a guy on his moped with driving down road just round corner from where I live, where he had a sheep on his shoulder, and I think that's the nearest thing we've ever had in Bradford.
All right, okay.
Was the sheep alive?
It's fairly
Yes.
common here in Wales, to be
Goodness
fair.
me.
Speaking to somebody in Wales, it's
a common thing. That's how. How else do you get your sheep around? You just chuck them over your shoulder, and then either motorbike or sprint or whatever. That's how you get your sheep around.
Or hold the back legs like wheelbarrows. So you can steer them like that. No.
That might be bad optics. I think there may be an arrest if you did that. It might not look too good.
Oh no! The only time you're in trouble there is when you push them up to the you put the back legs in your Wellingtons.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You push them up to the edge of the cliff.
Right.
And you give them a little push towards the edge of the cliff, and they push back, and then you give them a little push again, and then that's arrest.
I see. Very, very. I will carry that image for the rest of the evening, Nigel. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's free. Don't. Yeah, they're. Everybody's got a favourite.
I can't find the. I'm surprised nobody in the whole of Scotland took a fucking video of these two seagulls being used as a weapon, man.
The story's about is it about because they were in court for it? Was the guy in court for it?
Aye, apparently so. Yeah, he's been
been a giggle. That.
Well, I mean, I think I'll carry on reading and we'll see. But we did have some theories though about how they may have been used as weapons. My dad thought of sword and shield.
Yeah,
there was two of them. Another potential method was that if you tie their feet together, they become nunchucks.
That's very creative, isn't it? Very creative thinking.
You could use them
as now, Blaze.
Dear.
Oh, so somebody's put a comment saying he used them birds as ballistic missiles.
That's nice. That's very good, isn't it? Yeah, very good. Very good.
5 points for that.
Oh, I've got one. Gullahawks.
Yeah, another. There's another. That's 2. Who's going to make it 3?
Gull CBMs.
Oh,
Seagulls.
Go. No, evades me. Sorry. Seagull. Oh, Jim Speak in chat has said seagulls. I think I might have that. I'm not sure. It sounds good.
The man was guilty
of assault.
Oh dear! Somebody's googling.
Wait, I'm wondering now. Is in the courts facing the sheriffs? How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And then instead of saying guilty, he squawks.
It must have been fucking hell.
So, a couple of important notes in the story. So, according to the Open Times, police did not arrest the man at the scene, which, of course, why would they? He's got 2 fucking seagulls. Anything could happen. But he was later arrested and charged in connection with the assault. He is due to be reported to the prosecutor fiscal, and there is no evidence of the seagulls being injured. That's the main thing we need to. Yeah, that's the main thing.
I think they're going to suffer psychological trauma as a result of that. And where's the support for that? Nobody will be there for them.
I got a question. Who was assaulted though? Did the seagulls assault the guy, or did the guy assault the seagulls?
Well, I think there's a case here for posting guidance to seagulls. Then we need a pamphlet direct in seagull, obviously. They've got to integrate.
Or is it a post-gallistic seagull assault?
I'm just wondering, was any of these gulls called Jonathan?
Steve the seagull.
Was
Jonathan
Livingston, wasn't it?
Jonathan Gullis?
Gullis, whatever, seagull. Jonathan.
Very Chekhov and Ibsen, more than I don't know.
Gully and Stacey.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cullination Street.
Who's come up with that? Is that in chat?
No, that's me. Straight
Here's Jim. Jim's come up with a good one here. He says they were black-backed gulls, so the police accidentally arrested them instead of entering them into evidence. Very interesting. I like that. Good.
Very, very right. So but Jonathan Gullis, isn't he the counselor?
HMS Gullstar.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Gull Force 1.
Gull Force 1.
Yeah, that's not bad either. That's a good one. That's very good.
Gulliver's Travails.
On fire there, Jim, lad. On fire. I do like that. I'd share that one with Nigel later. Like that. Young
yes.
2 goals and a packet of crisps.
Please. 2 goals in a packet, please. Can't do it properly, of course. But that's the general gist. Oh, we'll have. He said, sorry. It's gone all AY there. Never mind. Bit high. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
The Gulliver's Return.
Yes. Just out of interest. The guy who was supposed to have been assaulted, was he seriously injured or what?
He was seriously winged. No, let's have a look.
Guys, winging it.
Yeah.
Do you know, interestingly enough, even though he's the victim of this crime, there is just like nothing on him in this fucking story.
I've just got this vision in my head of this guy in hospital, bandages all round his face on a life support machine, and nobody cares because they're more interested in the guy who's attacked him with 2 seagulls.
Let's sit James and Hattie Jakes and carry on Seagull. Yes, you can see it now, can't you?
Bernard they had to do a Golenzik investigation.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine they're like the people around him are like, oh my god, we heard he was attacked with 2 seagulls. This story must be about him, and then they open it up to find the details of that. Nope, nothing. Just seagulls. It's just a story about seagulls. They're not even. So yeah, but and do you know what? They don't even say if the man was seriously injured, but they do say that there's no evidence of the seagulls being seriously injured. Like they literally knew that they're like, "This, no one cares about this guy. We're just gonna."
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking that.
Imagine the 999 call.
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking, can you imagine, if he's so badly injured, he's going to have to ring up work on the Monday to tell him why he can't come in. That'll be interesting phone call, won't it?
That's assuming it works, of course. All of them don't.
True.
So, yeah, another point, of course.
They'd be like, you don't understand. He was using them like darts. Like,
Bristow, he was one. And Jockey Wilson, he was another. Or was it Jackie Wilson? I get confused.
Jockey Wilson.
I heard rumours from the pigeons that.
Oh dear, Jim. Jim, do you want to, Jim? I've got to come
after
down.
the offence was committed, the seagulls gave flight. The officers were unable to.
There's certainly a flight risk. Just like Andrew Tate, eh?
Air traffic control had to close down the fucking airways.
I'm going to nip down for a little while. Judge, it's been fucking hilarious. Jim, I suggest you come up in my place, mate, because this is right up your street. Eh?
Well, I'm going to have to leave as well, I'm afraid. There are pressing commitments on a constituent. It's not my constituents, obviously, but I do what I can to help out. And I've got matters to attend to. So I'd like to thank everyone, and I will be back. Absolutely marvellous. Tremendously enjoyed it.
Absolute bloody star.
No, I honestly, it's a privilege. Absolute privilege, committee. I mean, privilege, sorry.
I do have a small favour to ask of you, Crow, before we go, because do you know what? I do have other commitments and things, dogs and other stuff. I need to sort them out, make sure they're all not going to eat me, essentially. They're big dogs and I'm only small. So I need to make sure that they are appeased. I think we're gonna end this here, if that's right with everyone. And there will be an after party in the Discord shortly, or possibly even the Turn Left one, because I know that they're going on now at the moment. So if you're not already, make sure you're in the Discord. And the favour I was going to ask is, Crow, if you don't mind,
yes.
My dad's going to say love and peas, and when he does, if you don't mind telling the good people to like, subscribe, and the whole YouTuber thing, I think your accent is perfect for it.
I'll do what I can, Joe. I'll have a crack at it, mate.
All right. Well,
wait, what? What the fuck?
It slips sometimes. The mask falls, and there we are. Bloody inquiries. Never mind, eh?
Yeah, that
was rather northern.
Yes, well, one does what one can. You would have to adjust. Integrate.
Like Grimsby, that.
Integrate. No, not Grimsby. Never been there. Well, they wouldn't do that. No. Too many boats. They don't like that.
So I'm going to thank everybody for coming. Thank you so much for coming. We've had a right chuckle. It's been really cool tonight. I've really enjoyed
thank you.
I'm going to wish you all love and peace. And it's over to you then.
I've been paid a good 20 grand to say this, so I'm going to say it with some relish. So thank you so much. I would like to thank everybody. A couple of perks. I'd like to thank the Smelly Lefty members. I'd like to thank I'd like to thank the moderators. Absolutely fantastic. And I'd also like to thank those people in chat. And I'd like to remind everybody that it is a duty to go and like and subscribe. We would be very grateful and thank you very much for your support. We hope you have a wonderful evening. It's been a delight.